So when you talked about the relationships with the big powers, the first big power that we're obviously having some problems with is China. And it ties in with what you had said about the issue of national security and to some degree even with our economy. You have a situation now that the situation on our border is substantially different from what we've experienced over the past roughly 30 years. A large deployment of troops, our weapons and so on, something we thought we had an understanding with the Chinese would not happen. Is this now the future of our relationship on the border with China? And if so, what does that mean for us as a geopolitically? How will we adjust geopolitically to this new situation on the border?
Well, I mean, first of all, in terms of bringing forces to the border, it's not a impression that we had or we thought we had an understanding. We had it in cold print in 2 agreements. So there's no ambiguity on that score. There were very, very clear-cut commitments not to mass forces on the border. And those commitments stand violated from as of 2020 spring. So the issue, at the end of the day, is not, I think we shouldn't lose the woods for the trees. I think the trees are individual, you can say, incidents or attempts to unilaterally change the status quo or to violate the LAC. I mean, and those, they are deployed, we are deployed. Yes, we are sometimes uncomfortably closely deployed. And there are discussions going on by an integrated team on both sides. But the woods are really the fact that it's now, we are coming to the close of 2 years where the assumptions, the understandings, the agreements which guided the management of the border areas, those today, I mean, have question marks against them. And I think that's a matter of concern, because you have to ask yourself, so why is this happening? What does it reflect? I think those are completely legitimate questions for anybody who's looking at this situation to ponder about. And as we have made clear, the state of the relationship at the end of the day will reflect the state of the border. I mean, you can't have a tense, high friction border and have great relations, in all other parts of life. It doesn't work that way. So it is inevitable that this will sort of spill over. It has already spilled over into other domains, and the expectation that somehow we will contain it in a narrow sense and carry on with the rest of life, I think is not a realistic one. So we do have I think a significant issue there for us, also for them, because I frankly don't think it's in the interest of either country that our relationship goes off in this direction.